This is the Old 77 Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Old 77 Podcast. Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna fight my son.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna straight up fight him when he's 18. Because he gives me looks like he is my child.
Oh, like he's coming at you?
And he'll look at me, and I'm like, dude, I straight fucking punch you. Like, on his 18th birthday, I'm gonna be like, hey, do you want to fight now? Or do you want to get a couple years on me? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you want to wait till like I'm
thinking
older?
for like our 14th birthday, I'm just going to have him sign a waiver.
Why you?
Turn it up, let it blast.
Hey, bitches. This is Old 77 Podcast.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Warning. Foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
You motorboat son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Join our Patreon Clubhouse today. Clubhouse members get early access to episodes and exclusive after-hours content at patreon.com/the old 77 podcast.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks for listening.
How much time do we have? Enough time to 69.
Baby, from the old 77 studios in Jefferson City, Missouri, this is the old 77.
It's a safe place in an unsafe world. Ooh, we went Metallica with this one. World.
It's just the monsters in your dream.
World in the Jarro.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, doing great.
Good. It's been...
We're on episode 114.
I know, this whole week I thought it was episode 115. I labeled all my shit as episode 115.
You did. I noticed that when I grabbed it.
Get ahead of myself sometimes.
Solid intro, by the way, bro.
Thank you.
That's Dave on the guitar right there.
Yeah, man. And don't forget about the organ solo.
Oh, and the organ.
There's
yeah.
an organ solo coming up.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. I don't even know how to play the organ, bro, but I think I pulled it off.
You
man.
nailed it, bro.
I'm pretty sure I pulled
Nailed
it
it.
off. Hold on. Like that little riff right there was
Man,
pretty nice.
yeah.
Anywho.
Right?
I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun.
Digging that.
It's fun to be creative.
We got Dave's riffs. Yeah. So, Dave, dude, check this out. So, we were talking. Let's just go ahead and get to it right now, man.
The vid. Oh,
We were
here's
talking
the
about
vid.
this right here.
Well, let me give you a slow fade over
There
here.
you go, slow. I got it right over here, bro. So this, I don't know if this is real. I just want to say that right now. This is a reel by Cesar Hernandez, apparently on Facebook. I sent this to Dave the other day. I was like, Dave, did you see this?
Yep.
Check this thing out, man. So
for our Spotify
there we
folks and
so
our
this
YouTube
is a
folks.
spacewalk, right? Yeah. We're clearly out in space. I'm hoping it is, at least. I don't know. Maybe it might be faked. I don't know, but this is what gets me. Look off in the distance there. What is
that thing?
What is that right there?
Right. Well,
it could be like Battlestar Galactica or something. I don't know. You know, that somebody photoshopped in.
Here's my prediction.
And if they did a great job.
My prediction is that this is like everything in this video is legit. It's a real video. But if I were a betting man, I would say that the UFO is CGI'd in there.
You think so? You think somebody put it in there? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
That's what I would bet. But I have been wrong in the past.
You know, if that's the case, man, that is some damn good CGI.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job.
Right?
Man.
Look at that.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. What would be cool is if we could find a video.
I want to know where that is. Is that like...
Oh, like what part of the world?
Yeah, like what part of the world is that?
I don't know. It's zoomed in too close, man. Can you imagine what it would just feel like to be standing out there
just
looking
floating
back
out
at the
there,
planet?
right?
Yeah. Just looking back at your planet. I've always heard that for astronauts that go up there, like that moment when they look back at planet Earth is like just a life-changing spiritual experience, and they tend to have an enhanced appreciation for this little blue marble that we live on.
You know, I can see that.
And how fragile it is and how easily we could fuck things up and are fucking things up.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I have to do some digging on that video and see if anybody's actually...
if that's the case, if it is CGI'd, it looks damn good.
Dude,
Marvel needs to hire them.
We are at
Just
that
saying.
point, man. Like, we're not only are there, a ton of fake UFO videos out. I'm not saying that one's fake, but we know there are a lot of fake ones out there. But now we're getting into like deep fakes where literally you'll be like watching a video and it's fucking,
But you know what? I feel like this one, if they're going for fake, man, it looks really like something I feel like we would put out there.
They didn't go,
right?
They didn't get too crazy.
No,
with
they
it.
didn't go like right here. Look at this. I feel like that looks like something man would make. Right?
Just trying to get a feeling for like the shape of that thing.
It looks like a giant, well, it's long,
That's what she said.
cylindrical almost.
Yeah, that's what she said too. You got any more?
But no, man, that's good. Girthy, perhaps?
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
There we go.
Hold on, where's my...
you got it.
Where'd they all go?
You should have it over there, man.
No, I mean the old school. Ding, 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 ding. Like the actual bell.
Oh,
Do we have a gang of those around here somewhere?
I think there's a couple of them over here. I think my kids were playing with them the other day.
At break.
Need a bell, man? There you go, bro.
At break, I'm grabbing some more bells.
I like having a bell right there. Just, yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's so nice.
So, Scotty, I want to thank you and Andrea for greeting me today with some high chews. Because it's my 40th birthday.
Dave's birthday's tomorrow. As you can see, the studio is all decorated up. We've got balloons over here.
Yeah.
The happy birthday on the banner.
I got this nice little printout from Scott and Andrea. It says, Dave, welcome to the 40s Club. Happy birthday, Andrea. And Scott keeps it short and sweet. Happy birthday, brother, Scott. Isn't that great, though? Yeah, I officially turned 40 in
Big 4-0, huh?
In 22 hours and 57 minutes.
How are you feeling? Good about it?
Yeah.
Is 40 one of those ones that, one of those ages you're going to be like, ah.
You know what, dude? Honestly, I'm amazed that I even made it to 40.
Hey, amen, right?
Because, man, like, I've had multiple experiences in my past where, like, when I look back on them, I think, damn, I probably should have died.
Pretty questionable,
I probably shouldn't have made it through that.
Dang.
So yeah,
I'm glad you're here, man.
So I embrace it, man. Like I'm embracing, I've got some gray hairs coming in, like like the old goatee's got some pepper growing in.
Got some pepper.
The old beautiful golden locks at the top of my head are starting to get some gray in there, but no, man, I'm embracing it. I feel like I've earned every one of those.
Right, absolutely.
Hairs. Like it's always hard for me when I see, and it's usually women, but not always, that just resist the aging process.
It seems to be women, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's certainly...
It hits the ladies the hardest.
Seems like it.
But why wouldn't it, though? Because women, have to hold that standard.
High expectations placed on our women, for sure, but...
When does that hit for guys? Like when you're just like white bearded and you can't get a job anywhere? Like,
I mean... It's kind of fucked up the dynamics of the situation because, younger women are valued over older women, whereas with men, it's almost like, men just get better with age. You see these men
I've heard
that are in their 50s and 60s and they're with some, 20-year-old,
right.
And you very rarely see the flip side of that. You very rarely see, like a 60-year-old woman with a 20-year-old man. That very rarely
that
ever
rarely happens. But yeah.
Just,
what are those called? Cougars?
Yeah, cougars.
Too old to hunt, but still enjoy the spoils.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, man. So
I don't know who came up with those names, but I love them.
I love them too. I absolutely love them too.
So, Dave, we've also got another here. I've got it pulled up on my phone over on the secondary screen there. I'll pull it up here in just a minute as soon as this commercial passes. But I've got a moment stunned tourist watch. Here we go. This is the moment that some tourists watched a Top Gun pilot style chasing a UFO at high speeds over a national park.
Right. This is from The Sun, which in the spectrum of reliable sources is not near the top, but they're also like,
they're not near the bottom either.
They're not near the bottom either.
Here we go. Let's see if I can't pull this.
It's kind of like TMZ, man. Like, TMZ is always ahead of the curve. They always get the big stories before the official news outlets.
Do they?
Usually, yeah. Like, I'll give you an example. When Kobe Bryant died. TMZ was the first to report that he had died. It took a couple hours before quote unquote legitimate news organizations.
So yeah, it ain't
confirmed
gonna play.
It's not playing for us.
No, it sure ain't.
Damn it, man.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. So there's actually like video of them running out.
And wasn't there? Did we talk about that on the air? The video from the Queen's Jubilee a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did talk about that. That's why I was going to bring this one up. There's actually the dude. It cites a guy, Alex McCall, says he was out with his daughter and his grandkids at the Arcadia National Park in Maine. That's when the military jets suddenly blasted across the skies.
Yeah, if for anybody that hasn't seen the video from the Queen's Jubilee, just Google it. Just go to YouTube and type in like UFO Queen's Jubilee.
Yeah,
and you should be able to find the video. But yeah, I mean,
here you go. He says, so McCall's daughter filmed the moment the jets roared over Arcadia National Park in Maine. You can see that right there.
So this is Maine. Yeah, you can see the two military
now we got
craft.
it circled. The former pilot, Alex, said he was sure that the Tic Tac shaped UFO couldn't have been another plane.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it circled there.
Yeah.
So when they looked up, they saw the two aircraft tailing what appeared to be a white UFO. His daughter managed to capture the moment that the three aircraft roared across the park before they vanished into the clouds.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've watched this video, and it's...
You seen this one?
Yeah, I'll put it this way. Again, if I were a betting man...
Creative cloud.
I would put my money that this is a real video.
You think so?
Yeah. Because, I mean, it literally looks...
I wish it would play. It looks neat.
It looks just like the craft that was spotted at the Queen's Jubilee.
Right.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, because it was a Tic Tac. That's what they all said.
And, of course, anybody that listens to the show knows that we have video from fighter jets of craft that are described as Tic Tacs.
Well, way more now, I think, than we ever have in the history.
Yeah.
You know?
But we finally got one that even the government said, yep.
Well, we were going to talk about this last week, too. Didn't you say something like the government is now opened up an investigation, like a branch of the military?
Yeah.
Again, I guess, actively investigating whether these UFOs are real or what are they?
So NASA just a couple weeks ago came out and like formally announced that they are studying UFOs now. The other branches of the military now have this. They've changed the protocol for reporting UFOs because in the past, pilots were afraid to report it.
Well, for starters, they're not even UFOs anymore.
Yeah,
they're UAPs.
UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
And
because UFO makes you sound crazy.
Right. And then here, the trippy thing is that we also have a video of a craft that was hovering over the water.
Yeah.
And then submerged
and then
itself.
Went down. Yeah. And then
so
went
at that point,
down.
it's not a UFO, it's a USO, a unidentified submerged object.
Well, it wouldn't be aerial at that point.
Right. But it seems like these craft, whatever they are, wherever they come from, have that ability to...
Yeah, they have no problem in the air or in the water.
Yeah.
That is strange.
Isn't that crazy to think of?
Yeah.
I mean, the closest thing we've got to that are those rinkety planes that people in Alaska fly that
duck boats.
That can land on the water.
I was thinking of James Bond style trucks and stuff that you can just drive into the water.
But if you take one of those crafts and just plunge it into the water at the same speed that these other craft are plunging themselves into the water, you would not have a craft left.
So something like that's not right. Like physics should dictate that if you're coming that fast at a body of water, no matter how watery and soft and pillowy it is, it's going to act like a sheet of ice that you're just going to bang right into.
Absolutely. Just like if you jumped from the top of a bridge.
Right.
That.
Yeah, you'd break every bone in your body.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's going to be just like falling on the ground.
Right. Dude, I had that moment when I was rock climbing a couple weeks ago of like.
Yeah, that would worry me.
Oh, dude, I was so terrified the whole time.
Hey, at least down at the bottom, her phone was there. You could have called for help.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for that. Damn it, I hit the button. There it goes.
It's there.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the future holds, but I feel like
it's not rock climbing.
Something big. Well, I'm going back to UFOs now. Right. I feel like something big is about to happen.
I feel like that too.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's man, I don't know. It's in the wings, really. I mean, it feels like it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, a slow rollout for the past 3 or 4 years now.
How many generations do you think it takes for the quote-unquote slow rollout?
Oh, man.
Because it's not going to be us, I don't think. You think it'll be our kids?
I can't call it,
Because they
man.
put out those little Pixar movies where the kids hang out with aliens and they save the day and it's all cute and giggly.
Yeah.
You know, and then you feel bad when the alien dies at the end. Oh, he's safe. It's, you know.
They're prepping us.
Right.
That's the theory.
You think that's the theory?
It's all in preparation, man.
Man, you know, conspiracy theories rely on way too much cohesion and people talking at the top. I feel like it's all rudderless. We're just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
No one's at the helm.
And that's where, like, a lot of those conspiracy theories fall apart for me. Like, you know,
the government's not that organized.
Right.
It wouldn't take me 6 hours at the DMV if they were.
Right. You know, Hillary's eating babies, but we don't have any video evidence of that.
Oh, no. Oh, what was the one? They were killing kids or something in a pizzeria.
Oh yeah, Pizzagate.
Pizzagate.
Yeah, Pizzagate. And here's the thing about Pizzagate, man.
I forgot about Pizzagate.
Because that thing happened when I was balls deep into UFOs and conspiracy theories and stuff. And here's the thing about Pizzagate, man.
Yeah.
Is they do have text messages from certain people.
Hillary?
I don't know about Hillary, but I know John Podesta is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Where he sends somebody a message and it's like it's in a coded, like it's coded. Like there was something about like, I found a handkerchief on the ground and I feel like it might be pizza related. That was like the text that he sent to somebody. So of course the conspiracy theorists.
He's not like making like haikus and shit, is he?
No, but the conspiracy theorists believe that, you know, pizza is code for, you know, eating children.
Yes, of course.
Whereas my theory is that pizza related, they were probably just talking about weed.
Drugs.
Yeah, right? Yeah, like that's our code word for weed. You know, I don't think it's...
I found a handkerchief on the outside.
I think it might be pizza related, right? I mean, as two
Let's go outside and smoke a J.
As two grown men who have used code words for weed our whole life,
on
like
the fly
that
too,
totally
right?
seems like a code word that somebody would make up for weed. So
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Yeah, because you're going out.
So there are like some sketchy text messages where, to me, it seems like they are speaking in some kind of a code. But I don't think it's code for, you know, eating babies and drinking their blood and stuff. Yeah. Did the alarm system go off?
No, man. I thought I heard something in my headphones sound like the door. Somebody was rattling at the door. Maybe
we may possibly have a guest,
or
maybe two tonight.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
we may not have one online as well.
We're up for whatever. Have you been messaging him?
I sent him a thing. I have not heard back. So maybe not. That's why I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
yeah, bro. Yeah.
Speaking of weird shit.
Yes.
UFOs, aliens, and stuff. I have a Bigfoot related story for you.
Oh, I love this story.
Can you put me up there on the big screen?
Man, I can. Oh, hold up.
Hold up. Hey.
Let's go ahead and interact. I think I grabbed the wrong one. I did.
So I'll just give you.
Just go ahead and give it.
I'll give you the heads up on the story. So here's the headline: Man who strangled friend thought he'd quote summoned Bigfoot to kill and eat him. End quote.
His friend was gonna summon Bigfoot to kill and eat him.
So we got this nice mugshot of this guy. Looks like he's been having a rough day. So here we go.
I'm working on it.
It's okay. Here's a weird one. I saw this strange spare tire cover featuring a silhouette of Bigfoot against an American flag backdrop as I was driving from Tucson to Phoenix this afternoon. It was oddly timely, too, as I had just last night stumbled upon this very strange story about an Oklahoma man who recently killed his friend because he thought he had summoned Bigfoot to kill and eat him. So Larry Sanders, hey,
it's Larry Sanders over here.
Larry Sanders is a comedian, right?
I think so, yeah.
Anyhow, Larry Sanders stands charged with first-degree murder after allegedly admitting first to a family member and later to police to killing his noodling fishing partner.
Oh, they were out noodling.
They were noodling, who Sanders claims
go.
wanted him dead by the hand of the mythical monster Bigfoot. Noodling is a popular fishing technique used in the southern United States to catch a fish by sticking one's hand in its mouth.
Yeah, you just go in there,
stick your hand right up there.
Yeah.
Normally it's for catfish, right?
Yeah,
you noodle for catfish.
I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know where the term noodling originated, though.
I don't know. We'll have to Google that.
That sounds like some shit somebody with no teeth would say. Go noodling down here.
So, but here's the key. Here's
What?
the key sentence right here. The local sheriff, John Christian, told local media that Sanders, quote, appeared to be under the influence of something when he told police he had struck, strangled, and then drowned his friend. Yeah. So
what did he strike him with?
I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there
bath salts.
It was probably meth, maybe bath salts.
Yeah.
They put bath salts in all kinds of shit.
Is bath salt still a thing? You remember when bath salts were a thing?
I mean, I don't necessarily think that it's a thing that people seek out, but
Right.
I know that for certain drugs that you buy on the street,
yeah,
they come back for the same chemical.
I knew
that's
that.
bath salts.
Yeah, I knew they
That's
were
why
coming
you got to be
back.
careful because it's all bath salts and fentanyl these days, bro.
Bath salts.
You got to be careful with that.
What happened to the good old days when they just step on it, put some baking soda in it?
Absolutely. Come on, man. Now I got to worry about fentanyl.
I'm just kidding. I was never a part of the good old days. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I never got too big into the like the cocaine and
Yeah, man, I had friends that did that.
yeah. It never
I had
ended well
friend-
for any of my friends that went down that road.
I had some friends that are still around. I had other friends that they're not here anymore.
Yep.
Because of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
John Belushi.
Yeah.
Not that he was one of our friends, but
I heard a story that had something to do with Dan Aykroyd
yeah.
the other day. Do you remember Dan Aykroyd had a show on the Sci-Fi Channel
Yes.
when we were kids?
Yeah. Because Dan Aykroyd is into UFOs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was like Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was
God,
called.
I can't remember the name of
Yeah.
it. I remember it being on, but you can't find it now. And that's a good point that the story brought up. But it was like during a night of filming or something, Aykroyd and like it was him and another dude because he used to like sit down and he'd have these little introductions, right? So they were filming these introductions at some studio in Burbank. And I guess he went outside to take a smoke break late at night because that's when Aykroyd works because he's a fucking maniac like everyone else.
All of us
work at
artistic
night,
types,
right?
yeah.
So they're outside, like 2 a.m, and he said he looked over as he's smoking and sees like these 2 men in black, like suits, black glasses, fedoras, classic Men in Black characters,
Yeah.
right? He said like 3 hours later, the whole thing was shut down and they were escorted off of the premise after whatever they had just filmed. And I guess whatever they were filming was something along the lines of UFOs or something. Government, UFO, something another.
Did you watch like an interview with Dan Aykroyd where he talked about this?
No. It was a story that was laid out. It was
Okay.
one of those clickbait stories.
Sure.
But there was still some truth to it. Because that show was there and then it was gone.
Yeah. There's a somewhat famous video of Dan Aykroyd on YouTube talking about UFOs and like what his thoughts are on
Wasn't
it.
he on Rogan talking about that?
I think he was on Rogan, actually.
I thought he was on Rogan talking about UFOs and stuff.
I seem to remember he brought, like, he's got his own, like, whiskey or some kind of drink.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Why not?
He was on episode 1351 of Joe Rogan.
All right.
But yeah, I seem to remember he brought some special kind of, I want to say it's whiskey that he brought on. But yeah, nah. Interesting dude, that Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd is he's like an onion, man. So many layers to that cat.
Absolutely, man.
So many layers to that cat.
So I got another one for you, buddy.
What you got over there, man?
Woman wakes up from a 2-year coma
I saw this.
and identifies brother as attacker.
This poor woman.
Now, I'll just give us the video. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Here we go.
Just when you think you have heard all of the headlines, after 2 years,
Wow.
a West Virginia woman is out of a coma and she identified.
Sorry, it's slowing up because I full screened it.
Oh, no.
God, it's really having to think about it now, isn't it?
It really is.
Hold on, let me go back. Let me see if I can. Here we go.
Woman is
Come on.
out of a coma and she identified her brother as the attacker.
Ooh.
This is not going well,
She's
Scott.
got crazy eye. I like that.
This girl right here?
Is that the twinkle? Is that the twinkle in the eye?
No, I don't think that's the twinkle.
See, that's the
man.
kind of crazy I like. She's just fucking nuts.
Who nearly
What?
killed her.
Here we
Police
go.
say Wanda Palmer was attacked and left for dead at her home back in June of 2020. She had severe injuries
What does the
caused
internet
by
hate us
what
tonight?
appeared to be
It's
a
the internet in
hatchet
my
or an
area.
axe.
So somebody went after this poor woman with a hatchet
I
and
wouldn't
an
have wagered a
axe.
nickel for her life that morning.
Damn it.
She was in that bad a shape. Right now, it's just all about a testament to her well-being, her ability to recover, and her strength to move forward through this.
Wow.
That's intense. When she woke up, police say Wanda, she was able to answer only yes or no questions, but provided enough testimony for police to arrest her brother, 55-year-old Daniel
that's him?
Palmer.
Yep.
He is charged now with attempted
Dude.
murder.
So old boy's not even he's not even walking. They're just dragging his ass.
No, I think they're just dragging his ass.
Dear God, man.
It could be because you got too many tabs open up there too.
Could be. Hold on.
But holy fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
close that shit out.
Oh,
Yeah.
but-
Can you imagine though?
yeah, I can't wait for the next story that's up here. Wild monkeys steal infant, throw child off roof, and tragic accident.
We were hoping we could find video of this,
Oh, I'm glad we didn't.
but yeah, no.
Oh, fuck, I'm glad we
I'm
didn't,
kind of
man.
glad that we didn't
Mm.
either. So apparently this is a thing in India, man.
Yeah.
So this guy, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce,
What is
was standing on his third floor roof terrace with his wife and the child when the animals landed and surrounded them.
third floor roof terrace.
So the guy reportedly tried to run away from them with the 4-month-old when the baby fell out of his hands to the ground, and one of the monkeys grabbed him before he could
Oh
pick
my
him up and threw him over the side. The child died immediately. The India Times reported that other family members ran up to the terrace to help, but were too late. The monkeys then reportedly attacked them as well.
Jesus.
The family was reportedly preparing for the child's name day celebration when the tragedy occurred. Monkeys have been known to terrorize the people of India. In 2019, a pack of animals chased a 6-year-old woman off a roof to her death. In 2018, a monkey fatally bit a 12-day-old child after taking him from his mother's arms.
Good God, man.
Fucking monkeys, man.
That's how superheroes happen, like against monkeys.
That's how Planet of the Apes started, right?
right. Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's how Hit Monkey started. Yes. That's right. That's right.
I'm glad we don't have to worry about monkeys in America,
Fucking
man.
hell, dude.
But look,
I'd go on monkey hunting sprees then if that's the case.
the day that the shit hits the fan, though, man, all those fucking zoo animals are going to get loose.
No, absolutely. That's frightening.
I mean,
The statistic from Joe, God, why do I keep wanting to say Joe Dirt? Joe Exotic
yeah.
was like, there's more illegally bred, like tigers and legal tigers bred in the United States than there is people. And
Well-
they're all what is it? They're all like,
no, it's not that there's more.
no. There's more,
There's
I
more of
remember it
them in
now,
captivity
than there is in the wild.
than there is in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when it does happen and
Mhm.
society collapses,
Yeah. And it will.
yeah, we're gonna have fucking tigers to deal with.
How do you think it's going to happen, man? Do you think it's going to be a natural disaster? Do you think it's going to be like nuclear war? What do you
Man,
think?
right now, shit, that's a hard one to answer, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like right now, yeah, it might be like a nuclear type detonated weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be in the Midwest.
Do you?
I do.
Now, why do
just
you
to
think
make
that?
a point.
Uh-huh.
Just to make a point.
Like, hey, we can do this in the big cities too.
Dude, so if they can blow up the Twin Towers, imagine if that had happened in Chicago or Milwaukee,
Mhm.
how people here would have felt. Because that thing would have came all the way through to the center of the country and
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
I think if they do like devastation damage, my fear is that it will happen in the heartland.
God damn, I never thought about it that way.
Because
before, man.
that's even more like psychological. That's a sting, man.
Yeah.
You know, because the heartland, I mean, think about it. You got the Bible Belt, you got the Rust Belt, you've got whatever Missouri is. Everyone thinks they're from Missouri. They think they're in the Midwest. It feels like they're not Midwestern here, though.
Yeah.
Midwestern feels like farmland to me. You farm,
Yeah.
and you don't really farm here. You just kind of raise cattle.
Yeah. We got some farmers too, though.
Yeah, but there's not as much.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I guess maybe up around Columbia and like further north.
Right.
But around here, it to me, it doesn't feel like it.
Missouri was a weird state during the Civil War.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, because
we were a slave state here, right? Missouri was a slave state.
It was like somebody that knows history better than I do can explain this better, but it's almost like we weren't a northern state or a southern state type deal.
Well, I know when the Civil War happened because when I grew up, I was closer to St. Louis. St. Louis does not have control of their police force.
Yeah, I've heard.
So their police force is controlled by the Kansas City police force, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It was something along those lines, like state or something has control of the police force.
I see.
Because of some BS during the Civil War.
Oh, wow. It goes back that deep.
Yeah, they thought that the police force would turn because they were like Southern leaning or whatever.
Yeah.
They were full of Southern sympathizers. Yeah. So they took the power away from the police force to enact their actual laws. Because they were worried that if that happened, then St. Louis would fall. And it's just never went back.
Wow.
Like the power to the police forces never reverted back to them.
Do you remember there was that video of inmates in some St. Louis jail?
Rioting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the city jail in downtown.
Busting out the windows and shit.
I used to fill vending machines in the city jail.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fun.
I was just,
fun.
I'm sure.
So, this is such a good time, bro.
Here's a funny story. When I first started working for corrections, they put you through this like 30-day training period.
Oh, like your quote unquote boot camp?
Yeah, kind of like that. And so one of the things that they do is they walk you around the institution, and one of the places that they take you to is administrative segregation. It's called ADSEG for short.
Everything has those, don't they?
Yeah.
Everything has a little abbreviation, little tag, little something, something.
But it was me and like, I don't know, maybe 15 other people that were new, mostly men, but there were some women too. And dude, I'll never forget walking into that housing unit, and dudes are in there just
cranking one off,
jacking it off right there, man.
No shame in the prison, huh?
They literally had these little like magnetic things that they would put over the window so that you could not see the inmate.
Oh, they would get their privacy screen
jerking off. Yeah. The inmate didn't want the privacy screen. They wanted us to all see what they were doing.
No kidding.
But the privacy screen was there.
Huh.
Yeah. Didn't want to traumatize any young ladies on the tour.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you take them on the tour then, if that's the case there?
Dude, you got to be a tough person, a tough girl. If you're going to work in corrections, you got to...
Hell no.
You got to be able to...
You know, I feel like know
own.
your limitations. Yeah. And if you're a hot, sexy, attractive young girl...
You should not be there.
I don't think you should go anywhere near that.
No.
You know, that's... Whew.
Even if you're a hot, sexy, attractive man, you probably shouldn't work in corrections either.
Even if you're, quite possibly a ugly potato-looking type woman, you should never go near the...
You should never go near prisons.
No. I mean, as long as you have a vagina, I feel like you need to beware.
Yeah.
That's just me from a guy point of view. I feel like you need to beware if you're going into that environment to work.
But what if you're going into a women's prison?
That, man, I got to be honest. I feel like that would be even fucking worse.
Yeah, why?
Because I feel like women, at least like butchy lesbian women, okay, so we've talked about our love of going on watching Pornhub and shit, right?
Sure.
Those are always the worst scenes. The lesbian scenes where you've got like girl on girl doing like, nasty stuff. Those girls are harder on each other than say two dudes.
Yeah.
That's just a different kind of helping.
True. Yeah.
Man, two guys are that's tag teaming and going to town. But two chicks are it's just God, they're brutal.
Don't get on the bad side, man.
Right? They're
That's
brutal.
The number one thing with women is don't get on the bad side.
Brutal.
She will plot your death to a T, bro.
Oh yeah, dudes, like you got a problem with a dude, you just have a fight and then you're friends afterwards, possibly, or you just don't talk.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Chicks, oh God, no.
That's not the way it happens with chicks.
No, I'm going to grab your hair, pull you down, kill you in front of everybody, ruin your life.
One of the best pieces of advice I ever got when I was in college working on becoming a teacher was, Dave, don't ever get in the middle of a girl fight.
No, you just let that thing play out, right?
Yeah, you just let it happen, man, because they are more vicious than the men.
Oh man.
You ever witness any badass fights when you were in school?
No, not really.
No, you were at a small.
I was
school,
at a
though.
small school,
Yeah.
and I had a couple of fights. Like,
Yeah.
I got tossed on top of the. So we had this great big kid. His name was Jason Wolverton, and he was huge. He reminded me of Sloth off the Goonies.
Mhm.
He was huge for his size compared to everybody else. And somebody dared him to like throw me over his shoulder because I was a little fat kid, and then climb up a conversion van and throw me on the top. And about
Ow.
halfway up, I flipped backwards and landed on my back.
Dude.
So that happened.
That sounds pretty traumatic to me.
That sucked. Then I had another dude. You remember when the brown leather suede was in the jackets?
Yeah, of course.
My boy Dale May thought I kicked his shirt or whatever and got his leather suede all messed up. So he came at me hard one time, man, and he went to punch me, and he got me right in the nose, and he pissed me off. You ever have like man, I ain't gonna fight you, and then they hit you, and you're like, whoa, it's on now.
That's the worst thing.
I was in martial arts at the time, and I drop kicked him right in the crotch.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a 30-minute to an hour ride, like at least 45-minute bus ride home. Dude sat in the back and cried and coughed the whole ride home.
Nice.
I was like, don't fuck with me, man.
Yeah. You taught him.
Yeah, something. I taught that dude a couple of times.
I keep waiting for somebody to test me, man.
I,
Because that martial arts is going to come right back to me if you try me.
I was just thinking that, man. I've not done or even practiced martial arts in probably a good 10 years.
But you're still going to remember how to do it.
Maybe.
I mean, you might not.
I may remember it. My body ain't going to remember how to do it.
Your body might not, yeah.
My body doesn't react like it used to.
Yeah. That's
You know, and that's maybe
man.
the last time I practiced.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, shit, I was 18 when I did all that stuff. 15, 16, well, actually 16. I got my license and then quit.
Bingo, me too.
You know?
Me too.
I was rather chasing something else than a black belt.
Yeah, that's one of my regrets
Mhm.
of life. I try not to look back on my life and find a ton of things to regret, but
One of the things I regret is I, in martial arts, qualified through weapons to go to the Junior Olympics in
Mhm.
Cocoa Beach, Florida that year. And I
Mhm.
didn't go because I had a girlfriend.
Oh, you dumbass.
I know, right? I was a dipshit.
You ever talk to that girl anymore?
No.
Of course not.
No. Actually feel sorry for her. Her husband now, she's got like 6 kids or something. Her
Mhm.
husband just announced the other day he's got cancer.
Damn it.
So, no, I follow her, but I don't talk to her.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Cancer's no fun.
No, man, fuck cancer.
I've been very lucky in that I've never had anybody very close to me
Right.
that.
I've had several people die of cancer.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time for
Yeah.
me, I'm sure.
You know, my grandmother on my mom's side died
Yeah.
in 72. So I never even got to see her.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen her through videos.
I've been lucky, man. Like, my mom's never had cancer. My dad's never had cancer. My grandfather on my dad's side had Parkinson's.
Oh, yeah.
He was born in 1899.
Damn, dude.
And he died in like the early 90s. And
That's a good long life.
for sure.
And
But
he
that's
died of
like
Parkinson's?
that's like my number one memory of going to see my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side of the family was my grandpa and how shaky.
Yeah, let me ask you
he
this. Was he a farmer?
No.
Did he grow vegetables, mess with like pesticides, fungicides?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my area, South Central Illinois, around
Mhm.
Fillmore, Illinois, it's all farmland.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hell, maybe I can bring you up to speed and show you where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to. So anyway, big agricultural area, and one of the main like things that people tend to come down on and come down with is, for the most part, Parkinson's.
Mm-hmm.
They sometimes get cancer.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's Parkinson's,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always neurological.
Yeah.
Always neurological. And it's
Mhm.
the guys that like have been farming for years
Yeah.
and they every year spray 2-3 times a year,
Sure.
you know, and they get real in there and they don't take precautions. They don't wear gloves. They
Yeah.
don't. And even the guys who did wear gloves, sometimes they breathe all that chemical in.
There
You
was
know?
just an article that just came out very recently that about is it glyphosate?
Yeah. Glyphosate. That's Roundup.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like fucking like I don't know, I forget what the number is, like 75% of like when they've tested children, tested their blood, like 85% of them or something had
So
glycol.
one of the scariest things that I saw the other day, man, is that glyphosate is now showing up. It's Roundup.
Yes.
And that's Roundup Genetics. And so that's that came out of St. Louis, which here's St. Louis. That's Monsanto. So if you're looking on the screen.
Yeah.
I come from a little town up 70 here. And then we come to my secondary home, Mulberry Grove. See, it's not even on the map. I went to school up here in Nokomis, Illinois, where you can kind of see. Get you over here. So Hillsboro, and went to school up in Nokomis, Mulberry Grove.
And that's St. Louis there on the bottom
so
left.
Right around in here is where I grew up in
yeah.
Fillmore.
Yeah.
And now when I tell you that this place is rural, like let's switch over here, right? Okay. So we're gonna jam on up into Fillmore here, because this is Fillmore.
The great metropolis.
This is my metropolis. So let me back it out for you. So the whole town is about mile.
Mile
and a half.
Yeah.
Half mile big, maybe. I grew up right here on. Sometimes I do this just to,
I do this sometimes too.
Punch myself in the fucking gut every now and then.
Yeah.
I grew up right here in this little town. Right here. That was my parents had a trailer pad there. We don't own it anymore. Me and the wife moved down the road here to this little spot where we had a trailer there. That's no longer. And then from there we moved. Like when I was a kid, man, we used to play all in these woods back in here. There's a lake and a pond, and you could see the trails just cutting through it.
Yeah.
Where we made all of those. There's a cemetery right here. Like my father's buried here. My mother's buried here.
I see.
But yeah, this is right where I came from.
It's all within a very small,
super
amount of space.
small,
Yeah.
right? And then me and the wife later bought this place right here. Yeah, it's not even us anymore. Oh, that's so sad. Like we had this whole area right here.
That was your house?
That was my house. And the sad thing was I spent like $40,000, $48,000 on a house the same size as this house.
Yeah.
And I spent $120 on this one.
Yep. Location.
Yeah, but I also took a loss when I sold that one.
We basically took a loss when we sold our first house too.
Yeah.
But it was okay because we were ready to get the fuck out.
It's funny, I come around the corner the other day and I saw our good friend of the show, Matty.
Yeah.
He was looking through, dude, it was like urban Pennsylvania. Fucking trains and shit. He's like, yeah, I gotta take this train over here, blah, 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 just to get to school. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, this is where I'm from.
Yeah. Big
was
fucking difference.
So starkly different.
Big fucking difference, man.
Just like here, like zooming out, all this area around it, all farmland.
Yep.
Every bit of that was farmed.
So, are you glad you moved to a bigger city?
Fuck yes, man.
Yeah.
I can get gas, right
on
on
the
a
street.
Sunday. I don't have to worry about making it back home after 5 because nothing's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the little things, man.
Oh, it is. I'm spoiled now, brother. I can't go back.
Hey, you know what we should do?
Take a break.
But we should also thank our Patreon subscribers.
We should thank our Patreon subscribers.
Biscuit Strength.
Big ups to Biscuit.
The homie JT Paranormal Son.
What's up, brother? Hope you get to feeling better too, man. I heard you were down just a little bit ago.
That COVID shot got him, man.
Man, that COVID.
Our good buddy at In the Groove, Jamie Rector.
Jamie and Ben from In the Groove.
Yeah, who else am I missing?
Dub IZ and the
Dub
fam
IZ.
over at Chess Team Records.
That's it, right?
That's it, man. That's,
all right.
That's our 5.
We hit them all, and we remembered them all.
We remembered them.
Collectively.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be back right after this for some segment 2 action.
All right, man. Let's take a quick break. On the old 77. Bitches. Meow. Pew, pew, pew.
Hey guys, Scott here from the old 77. I just want to take a moment and tell you about Infinite Moment Photography. I was down at the Noreen Access a couple of months ago. I was shooting bottles for the Hot Wings Challenge. Went off without a hitch. Thank you. And a big thanks goes to this guy, Rob Schaefer from Infinite Moment Photography. Rob was down at the Noreen Access taking some pictures. He had his impressive equipment out, let me tell you. The guy's got this lens it's huge. You could zoom in on the Capitol. It's like spyware lens stuff. But he got some amazing photos. I saw some of the stuff he did that day. Walked up while I was taking photos of the bottles and said, hey man, I gotta know, what's this all about? So I told him about the Hot Wings Challenge. He said, hey, you mind if I take some? You know, I kind of do this. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. They turned out amazing. Just look at this. So a big ups to Rob Schaefer from Infinite Moment Photography. He's out of Lynn, Missouri. Find him online at infinitemomentphotography.com. You can also go to Facebook at Infinite Moment Photography. You can see some of his work. Send him a message. Family, wedding, newborn, nature photos. Rob does it all, and it's amazing. Check him out online at infinitemomentphotography.com and on Facebook at Infinite Moment Photography.
Welcome back to the old 77.
Yeah, it's a safe place.
In an unsafe world. In an unsafe world. Bang.
You think these pop filters hold germs pretty well?
I'm pretty sure they do, but I spray them weekly with germ-killing shit.
Dear God,
I do, man.
You're such a professional.
Well, I've been in the studio environment before.
Yeah.
To where I've worked with dudes who back in the day used to smoke in front of microphones.
Sure.
And you'd have to come in after them after a 12-hour shift of them burning 400 Winstons. You know, just ripping out just tarring all the everything up.
No, thank you.
You know, mics don't work after a while when you smoke in them like that. And people would belch, burp, all that stuff, all that crap would come out.
It's kind of interesting to think that there was a time when, like, not only could you, like, you know, smoke in restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, you could smoke on a fucking airplane.
Dude, so just up until recently, just down the road in Apache Flats, there was a restaurant. I don't know if it's still there or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
It used to be called Dudley's. You could smoke up in Dudley's.
Yeah, I remember Dudley's. I think it's still there, but I might be wrong, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been a couple.
I don't get out that way too often.
I was
days.
just there at the Ben store, but I didn't go down and look at Dudley's.
Yeah.
I never think to go down there to eat.
You guys ever go hang out at Binder?
We used to, but Binder got old real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you felt like
we've done it.
The same thing. Yeah.
You know, it's cool. I mean, if I disc golfed, I think that'd be cool out there to do all that.
You should try it.
It's sports.
Yeah.
I'm not a big sporting guy.
It's sports for, like, you know, pot smokers.
You know,
it's not a real
the last time I sported hard, and I mean really hard, it was a work outing and we played beer darts.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've sported that hard.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was fun.
Yeah.
You know, dude, I'm outdoorsy in the fact that I like to drink on patios, bro.
Yeah, that's true. God dang it, Scotty. I wish we could get you outside more often.
No,
buddy.
dude, I'm not an I'm not an outside guy.
Well, you know, I'm not an outside guy in the sense that, like, I'm not like a manly man that, like, you know.
Oh, I can do that shit.
Is handy and, like, you know, like, I know enough about nature, though, just from living in the woods that, like, you know, I'm pretty good at identifying mushrooms. I'm pretty good at identifying most of the common tree types.
I can identify the poison ivies, the poison oaks, the sumacs.
Yeah.
You know.
I can do that. But I'm not like, it's not like I'm a fucking lumberjack or anything, you know, like.
I want to be. I'd like to be.
Sure.
I have the frame to be.
I do enjoy.
I just don't have the drive to be.
Yeah. I enjoy splitting wood. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Makes me feel
that's
very
a manly thing, right?
Now that I've been working out again, fuck,
I was going to ask
I can't wait to split some wood. I'm going to kill it this year.
So now when you split wood, you're going to have to take your shirt off or wear like a wife beater or something, man.
Duh.
Right?
Yeah.
And you come up and you come down, make sure it glistens. You're going to have to like sweat.
Oh, I'll have like a spray bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should have one of the boys you should go out, splurge on this, man. You can get them up at the $1 quarter tree store.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
the little bottle that has a fan. You know,
yeah. The one that.
The mister, you just spray it and it just hoses you down.
I got 2 kids, man. Like, I might as well.
Fill that bitch with olive oil, bro.
I may as well make them do something, right? You know, like.
Do your boys still have the twin language going?
certain words.
Yeah.
They still call each other Dada.
Yeah.
Which means brother.
Brother.
Because that was how they said brother when they weren't old enough to be able to say the word brother.
I get that.
So they still call each other Dada all the time.
Good.
Every day. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones.
I was gonna say they're gonna grow up and have this whole business, and that'll be their communication language.
Yeah, I don't think
blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
damn.
I don't know why it's slipping my mind right now. There are other words like that they
come get on the Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Thank you. I couldn't remember that one.
I remember the Big Mo.
Yeah, so the Big Mo was
that's the big rider, right?
It's like the big four-wheeler.
The gator.
But like when they were the gator.
We used to call them gators.
Yeah, we called it gator. But like when they were really small, that everything to them was a mower.
Yeah.
And that's because I would take them on the mower and
the Big Mo.
Ride them around with me, So all they knew is like, oh, this thing has an engine and it moves and there's wheels, so this must be a mower, or the Mo. So so they call it the Big Mo. And I still call it the Big Mo.
I think the last time I was over at your place for one of the boys' birthdays, we got on the Big Mo.
Yeah.
And rolled down to the in-laws and got something.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good
we
time.
got booze or something. Hell, I don't remember.
Probably. They've been known to stock some booze over there.
It's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with some boozing.
Yeah, no, my father-in-law, he's a whiskey guy too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was going to say, what was the whiskey you brought tonight?
It's called Rebel.
Rebel.
It's Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Sounds like a delicious, cheap $14 bottle of bourbon.
How did you know?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. You
told me.
Don't skip me, dude. It's maybe 15.
Okay. Well, I mean, tax.
Don't be coming at me with that 14 shit.
No, man. If it's good, fuck, I don't care what it costs, unless it's like $80 a pour.
It's decent. It's not bad. It's not Elijah Craig. You know
what isn't Elijah Craig? Everything other than Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
It's
a beautiful thing. The art of whiskey making, right?
Oh, dude. If you do one thing different than the other guy, like Elijah Craig, your shit's gonna taste different.
They're all a little different.
It's all gonna have different notes and things.
Yeah.
It's seriously, it's an art form.
It absolutely
It really is.
Absolutely.
I saw this story years ago where the problem with like rye, because at the time rye was becoming more and more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like the rye we have back here, it's 5 to 10 years aged. Takes a while to age it. This like grad student came up with an idea from someplace, and they add chemicals and a light array and something else, and it aged everything.
Mm-hmm.
They were starting it off with like rums and things, because I
Mhm.
guess rum is easier to age than whiskey.
I see.
I didn't understand all that, but I thought it was neat nonetheless that they're artificially aging things now.
I'm pretty sure I've busted out one of my favorite music trivia questions on the show before about the Don McLean song "American Pie." And
Dude, he just came out and said something about American Pie.
Well, there's a documentary that just came out about him. I think it's on Hulu.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on the show before, but just in case, because this came up in a conversation I was having with some of my musician friends last night. It's the lyric about them good old boys drinking whiskey
in rye.
In rye. You said it the right way, right?
Yeah, because I haven't before.
Because we've talked about this before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that rye, he's not saying whiskey and rye. People think that's what he's saying, but he's saying in rye, which is a location.
Isn't that like rye?
I can't remember where
someplace,
rye is.
Yeah,
I can't remember where rye is, but yeah, it's one of the most commonly misheard or
good old Don McLean.
Yeah,
McLean.
That's a whole fun thing, man. Like commonly misunderstood song lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Like one of my favorites is Purple Haze. Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. That's what I always thought that he said.
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Yeah. Seriously, dude. Like that's what I thought he was saying the first many times I heard that. You got any?
Oh, I'm sure.
Misheard lyrics.
I remember. I think it was Glycerine from Bush. It was
Yeah.
like I thought it was Mickey Mouse plays with the scrotes of a cow. Mickey Mouse plays with the scrotes of a cow. Type thing. Glycerine.
Jesus. Oh man. Oh, what's there's some other good ones that I'm not remembering right now.
Yeah, you got me on the spot now.
Yeah.
I was. Oh God, I had a friend that used to do one all the time.
There's a
Seether
uh-huh.
from Veruca Salt. Seether is don't neither.
Yeah.
I think it was Can't Bite the Peter.
Yeah.
Peter.
Oh, here's a good one. Well, I'm your Venus.
Yeah.
I always thought it
Your
was
desire.
I'm your penis. And I used to change the lyrics up when I would sing
did that.
I would say, I'm your penis
I still
and
do that.
vagina, your desire.
Oh man, that got awkward then when the commercial hit TV for the Venus Razor.
Yeah, that song has been used in a lot of advertisements.
You know, speaking of a song that's been used in a lot of advertisements that it's been overused now because you don't even notice it. The T-Mobile, or is it's one of those that does Simply the Best.
Mm-hmm.
Simply the Best.
Yeah, Tina Turner.
Is it T-Mobile, I think?
Yeah, I think that sounds right, yeah.
You know, but that played the other day and I was like, holy shit, that's played 1 million times now and I didn't even realize it.
What did you not realize?
That it was Tina Turner, Simply the Best.
Oh, really?
It's just, I thought it was like, you know, kind of like the McDonald's bum 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 thing.
Uh-huh.
That was a Justin Timberlake song.
Yeah, I just heard about that the other day.
I don't even associate that with Justin Timberlake anymore. That's McDonald's.
There's another guy that has written a ton of famous themes, like theme songs for like brands. I think it's Barry Manilow.
It might be.
Yeah,
he was a jingle writer for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll Google it. But he's done a whole bunch of them. I want to say
that's interesting.
Like by minute.
Oh,
shit like that anybody could write, you know?
Right. That's the Carrot Top by minute. So the story goes that Carrot Top was talking with Gene Simmons and had him convinced that he was the by minute jingle writer.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that in a comedy bit a long time ago.
And then Gene Simmons fell for it and he was like, no, dude, I'm just fucking with you. I didn't write that. And then later he was talking about how, Kiss has got this coming up and I want you to be there, Carrot Top. And he was like, dude, I love you, but who the hell is Kiss? Like, I've never heard of this band before. Like, what? You've never heard of my band? And he just kept going on and he just finally looked at him and was like, I can't believe you. And he went by minute.
Jesus. Okay, so here it is. So Barry Manilow, he wrote the Band-Aid song, Stuck on Band-Aid.
Oh, no
Band-Aid.
kidding.
He wrote, Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm is there.
Barry Manilow wrote that? God, I hate him even harder now.
You might remember this one. I don't. It's from 1983. KFC had a theme song called just Grab a Bucket of Chicken.
Grab a bucket of chicken. I have no idea.
You don't know that one? Okay, you're just making it up. And apparently McDonald's had a theme song for a while that was You Deserve a Break Today.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was him.
Okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
He did one for Pepsi, I guess, back in the day.
Fuck, dude, everybody did something for Pepsi, I feel like, back in the day.
Yeah, their theme song was called Feelin' Free. I don't remember that one either. That one is...
that sounds right, though.
It's from too long ago for me, man.
That sounds right.
He's a talented dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a talented dude. Yeah.
Who was? Didn't he come up with Bette Midler?
Like discover her?
No. He came up with her. Like he was a piano player, writer, singer, and I think she was the same. I think they came up together. I'm not for sure. I'm not 100% on that.
I don't know.
But I thought that he was like a backup type, whatever, for Bette Midler.
I have avoided Bette Midler my whole life.
Is she relevant anymore? I saw she was complaining about something the other day. I don't know what it was.
Isn't she like still doing shows in Vegas or something these days?
I have no idea.
Like Britney Spears style. Isn't Britney Spears in Vegas now?
Is she?
Yeah.
Maybe. Hell,
I think
don't
so.
know. Isn't that where everybody goes eventually?
Absolutely.
You retire to Vegas for a stint.
When your career is at the very end.
Or it's in a lull.
Yeah.
You know?
There's always going to be people in Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas ain't going away.
And then if you can't make Vegas, you can come to the Midwest Vegas and
Branson!
go over to Branson, baby. Right?
Fuck that, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I've had friends that work down at Branson, and like they barely made rent.
Yeah. No.
And they're working like 12 shows a week.
Yep. Yeah. They don't get paid.
That's grueling.
Nearly as much as like I'm sure the people in Las Vegas do. Cost of living differences, you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, I have news about bears.
Bears
to share. Yes.
Bears.
I have news about bears. I have more than one bear story that I want to share.
Bears.
So the first one,
Turning red.
Turning red. Oh yeah, the ad. Yeah, fucking ads.
Have you seen that movie?
I have.
That's a whole metaphor for girls getting their periods. I'm sorry.
Could be.
You know.
Could
Just
be.
saying, everybody gets the red panda every now and then.
I mean, I haven't like sat down and watched it from beginning to end, but my kids have watched it a few times,
Yeah.
so I've just caught little bits here and there. Okay, so this first one is this lady.
Is this here local?
No,
Oh,
no.
thank
This
God.
is, I want to say North Carolina.
Thank
yeah.
you, Jesus.
Woman who found a bear climbing on the back deck of her North Carolina vacation home used her, quote, teacher voice to chase the animal away. So
Let me
let's
see this
listen.
thing.
Let me blow this shit up. Hopefully it won't lag on me.
It might. That's a big fucking bear.
Get down from there. Get down from there.
You
right
get
now.
down.
Go,
I
go,
cannot
go,
believe
go.
you right
you
now.
Get down from my
Look
porch
at him go,
right
man.
now.
Damn.
Go.
I'm sorry,
Go.
ma'am. I'm sorry.
What do you
Oh,
think
shit.
you're doing on my porch? You get down.
happen again.
Go.
Holy shit. He
Go.
just jumped down the thing.
How dare you?
I didn't know you were
I'm so sorry. I thought I didn't know.
know you were home.
Go.
I thought
I was looking for Boo Boo.
I thought this was your neighbor's house.
That's exactly like the voice I would use for my dog, too.
That bear
Hell
was
no.
terrified of this woman. Just goes to
That's
show
a
you.
baby bear, though, really.
Just goes to show you, man. They'll avoid you if they can.
I see you.
Mm.
There she goes. She's
Damn.
still going.
You get the hell out of here.
I see you.
This is awesome.
Get down from there.
Get out, Karen.
Go.
Hell no.
Do we really need a slow-mo version of this
I-
video? I think that was a bit much, man.
I don't know, man.
I think that was a bit much.
You gotta keep it going.
I got one more
Oh,
bear.
you got one more bear?
I think so, yeah.
Jesus.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. A massive bear and cub break into a home for breakfast.
What?
Yeah, check this one out, man. I'll blow it up real big.
Is it just me or is the animals attacking more?
Well, I don't think this one attacked. Let me just give us a little bit of a backstory. Mama
This is
Bear,
Goldilocks?
Mama Bear and her cub broke into a California home, raiding the owner's pantry for donuts and other treats.
Well, hell yeah.
Okay, so that's all
So
you
they're
really,
hungry.
That's all you
A
really
mama
need to
bear
know.
and her cub break into a home for breakfast.
Oh, it's inside a dish.
Donuts.
Mmm.
The frightened homeowner wonders what to do.
Should I make noise? Should I call 911?
She makes a banging noise
Fuck
to scare them
that,
away.
man.
It works.
It
Mama bear
works.
runs off. The baby bear is close behind.
I was in my room and I came out and I was going to head towards the kitchen to get a glass of water. And thankfully, I saw the bear right away. And
No way.
I was
No,
pretty
thank
shocked.
you.
So how did they get in?
The front
No,
window of the house
thank
was
you.
open for fresh air, and that's all the invitation the bear needed. She peeled back the screen and made her way into the house with her cub, looking for food.
I didn't know if she would feel agitated, feel trapped. I didn't know if she knew which way was
It's a
out.
cute
There's
baby.
the mischievous bear next to the broken screen the next day. She's come back to the Monrovia, California home for more donuts.
Well,
This
yeah, I
time,
mean, you
the
got
window
food,
was
right?
closed.
Heck yeah.
Who knew?
Heck yeah.
Who knew that bears like donuts? I didn't know that.
I know that.
Won't bears basically eat anything? Actually, I was listening to Duncan Trussell on Rogan's podcast the other day, and somehow they started talking about bears, and Duncan Trussell was saying that apparently bears love fucking diapers, like soiled diapers. Like they will pick a soiled diaper over a fucking piece of salmon. That's what they say. Yeah.
Maybe it's the texture.
Well, you know,
Because, man, you get a good wet diaper, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's too wet, it'll just fall apart.
All right, be honest. When your kids were babies, you ever just like stick your pinky in the little
poopy?
dirty diaper and
Oh, hell no.
give it a quick.
No, I didn't give it a taste.
No,
You?
dude, it's gourmet shit.
Literally.
It's gourmet.
I mean, that's just fucking nasty.
It's
No. I never at any point thought
Yeah,
I wanted to do that.
dude, my life changed the moment
I
took
did have
took a little taste of my kid's soiled diaper.
God damn, that's gross.
Yeah,
So my boy did piss in my mouth.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing this story.
I remember changing the diaper, and you know how boys do when that air hits that wang, man.
Mhm.
It just starts squirting sometimes, baby. That stuff
Yeah.
goes flying everywhere.
Yeah,
and he
true.
hit me dead in the mouth one time.
Dude, I have a kid who, I don't know if he just squeezes his wiener when he's peeing, but there's never just one stream, man.
Oh, does he have like multi-streams?
It's always it's always
Man.
like a slow drip, going straight down, and then you got one going here. It seems like it's like a
Wow,
fucking
he's got the
sprinkler.
bifurcated sprinkler.
It's like a sprinkler, man. I don't know if he maybe he gets
Is
stuff
he trying to like power wash it?
stuck in there.
Yeah.
You ever notice like right after you whack off? And
Oh, yeah.
First time you try to go pee after that,
Well, it's because
usually
the highway plumbing hasn't crossed back, yet.
Yeah, so you get
that drawbridge piece hasn't made it back down yet.
Yeah, you get some different stream action
Right.
after a good whack.
You ever have that kid on the school bus? You ride the school bus?
I did.
Did you ever have that
I
kid
got
on the school
suspended
bus?
from the school bus.
Oh, dude, please! I got suspended from the school bus every year.
Okay, congratulations.
So I had an hour-long school bus ride. So
You had lots of time to get suspended.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They put a camera on our bus because we were that bad. I remember one year, kids, we were making they would take pieces of paper and fold them over, and you'd have like rubber bands, the thick ones. You put them between your fingers and you'd shoot rubber band little pieces at each other.
Yeah.
We would do that. We would shoot them on the bus. Well, it got knocked up a notch where somebody made a big fucking bungee cord that made seat to seat, and you could launch big ones.
Yeah.
So the camera got broke.
Oopsie.
Here comes this whole notebook paper bent flying right at it.
Fucking cameras. You were on you were on camera before it was
Oh yeah.
normal to be on camera.
Yeah. They busted cameras out for shady shit for us, and got us.
I told you the story.
People wonder why I have a distrust of camera surveillance.
I do too.
Actually, I really do.
Well, I won't. They just put cameras in it at the gym.
Oh, really?
And supposedly they can record. They do record audio too.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that you may need something like that.
Yeah.
But why all the time? Just to have it?
Yeah. Or if you want to snoop on people.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you want to listen in on conversations.
Yeah. People have theories that might be going on, but I don't know.
Well, that would suck if that's the case.
Yeah.
Well, you better hope that never gets out.
You'd have to have a lot of time.
You would.
To
sit and go through it all. As
Yeah.
a guy who deals in stuff like that, audio and video, take a bit.
It takes time, man.
It takes a bit.
Especially when you're dealing with audio too.
Oh God.
You can't just fast forward that shit.
No.
What speed do you listen to your podcast on?
That you can listen to them at different speeds?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
I guess I've never dabbled in that.
Oh yeah, man. If you
I don't like the new trend of speeding old classic music up.
Oh no, I would never do
I
that
hate
with
that
I would
shit.
never do that with music. Hell no.
But yeah, and then they'll slow it down and all that. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so I'm on Spotify right now, and
All
these
right.
are the options that I have available to me. I can listen to it at half speed. I can listen to it at 8/10 of full speed. Regular speed, 1.2, 1.5, 1.8, 2, 2.5, 3, and 3.5 times. the
Listen to our
regular speed.
podcast at 3.5 and see what that sounds like.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if they dinged us for listening to our own podcast? I hope it happens.
Oh, I hope not. I was trying to play around with the visuals earlier. We got dinged last week for a visual YouTube infringement because we watched a movie.
So stupid.
Well, a portion of a movie because we were talking about a fight scene in it.
We can.
There's got to be a way that I can put in our description, like, hey, so we don't own any of the content that we're showing. It's all, we just go on. I mean, hell, there's dudes like Tosh who have made a whole living out of doing what we're doing. I don't understand.
I don't know.
We can't monetize that? Come on now.
You want to hear the old 77 at 3.5 speed?
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know if that's the case or if they have to, like everything else in nature, they have to balance. Like I think if we can find a harmony and balance and technology between nature and technology and still get what we want, I think then things will be different. But until then, that's the thing, man. It's just there's so many different opportunities.
It's got a rhythm to it. Sounds like drums almost.
I feel like we're playing Mario Brothers, and if I don't hit that right with the rhythm, I'm gonna screw everything up, man.
I watched a movie. I think it was on Hulu last night. The Console Wars.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that?
I haven't, but is that the one that talks about the battle between Nintendo and Sega?
Yes. Yeah. You would like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. You would like that.
I think it's our friend Nichols has a book similar to that details all of that console war stuff. They were downright
Nobody thought that Sega
downright bitchy back in the day.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah. Nobody thought that Sega was going to challenge Nintendo at all.
And they didn't in the long run.
They didn't.
You
You're
know,
right.
They didn't. PlayStation came out.
But Sonic was a game changer.
Well, it sure was.
So that all came down to some Japanese programmer invented a new algorithm because like there's nothing like Sonic on like the Super Nintendo.
Oh no!
As far as like the entire scene moving as fast.
Like when it shifts around like that, you always knew, okay, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Let it play out.
Yeah, don't try to resist it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because the console's working hard enough just keeping up with that.
Check out my hat tonight.
Oh, what you got going on there? Oh, some Sonic, huh?
I've got a Sonic hat on tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just grabbed one that was sitting down here because I didn't want to be bald.
This is my kid's hat that I stole from them tonight. and this is actually not even the one that I wanted to wear.
Did they get that on their birthday?
Yeah.
You stole their birthday gift?
Yep. Man. But this wasn't even the one that I wanted to wear. They got a Minecraft one, and I was going to wear that one tonight, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, man, my kids love Minecraft.
I'll steal that one next week.
We just recently, so between the two kids, we have one Minecraft game for Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah.
Well, before, they could just play anytime and then, pass it around, and that was fine. Well, now they're both hooked on it, so we had to go out and buy another Minecraft because, man, they were fighting left and right.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous the things my kids fight over.
Well, my kids fight about Minecraft a lot. Like, that actually is, like, starts a lot of their fights.
Right.
Is Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Somebody will be doing something, and it'll piss the other one off. So you mean...
So they had one game between the two of them, and they had to share.
Yeah.
And both of them got hooked on it, and neither one of them would share. It got like downright feudal Japan in my house, man.
Yeah.
The one emperor would be sleeping, and the other guy would sneak in and steal, and try to plant stuff to make him look bad, and then he'd wake up, and then in the night he'd go get it back.
Well, my kids will they'll play Minecraft on the Switch, but then they'll also play it on the Xbox too.
Yeah, we don't have an Xbox. They would love to have an Xbox.
So yeah. So I guess that's what they're doing is two completely separate.
Yeah, we have an older Nintendo, a Wii U.
Yeah.
And so they play Minecraft on it.
Oh, you can play Minecraft on that?
Yep.
Is that the one that has like you can play bowling and shit on it?
Yeah.
Like the Wii Sports thing?
So no, that would have been the Wii.
That was the original
the
Wii.
white one.
Yeah.
This one's the one that looks like the Switch. It's a bigger, thicker version.
Looks like the Switch or looks like the Wii?
So you can tell the Switch like that this was the one before the Switch. Because the main controller is the Switch, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bigger, clunkier kind of version of the Switch with a screen and everything.
I see.
None of the controllers pop off or anything.
I
and
see.
you have to charge this thing every now and then.
Yeah.
But you can also get different controllers that plug in. It's neat.
What game were you addicted to as a kid?
Oh, Jesus. Which system? So I had several for different systems. Like for Nintendo, God, man, dude, Nintendo, the love began right there.
Yeah, what was your favorite Nintendo
I had
game?
tons of games on Nintendo. Like my jam was Dragon Warrior. I played that one to completion. I liked Kid Icarus. I liked
Punch Out.
Punch Out was all right.
Yeah.
I had the Power Glove though. I was spoiled, man. I had the Power Glove.
Yeah, we talked about that, how it was really good.
And I played Punch Out with the Power Glove, and after that, it was like,
Yeah.
But you'd literally throw your fucking arm out of your shoulder socket trying to punch this thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other games, man.
Were you a Zelda fan?
Oh, I loved Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think of some more. Super Nintendo then, that's really where Link to the Past came out. I bought 64 simply for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Never played that.
Oh my God, that's one of the finest Zelda games around. Until Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, in my opinion, is the best one.
Mm-hmm. Were you addicted to any arcade games as a kid? Did you? You probably didn't have an arcade.
I didn't have an
near your
arcade.
house.
I mean,
Yeah.
the closest arcade was about an hour and a half north in Springfield.
Mine was at the mall.
Yeah. See, I didn't have a mall.
At that mall.
I didn't even have cable until I was like 18, 19.
We had an Aladdin's Castle at that mall for a long time.
Yeah, that seemed to be the mall,
Arcade,
I guess,
They
for
still,
lack of a better word.
They still have like an arcade at the Columbia Mall, I think, don't they?
Do they? It's been a while since I've been to the Columbia Mall.
I'm pretty sure they still have an arcade. And
I wanted to go a couple weekends ago to Spencer's, but never did.
In Colorado, we went to this. It was an arcade, but it was like spread across several different buildings, and some of the games.
Oh, that's cool.
Some of the games were outside, and
really,
yeah, man, like in a covered area. You know? It was crazy.
So
they didn't have Mortal Kombat though,
No.
so I didn't fuck with it.
So the thing I'm thinking of is like Dave and Buster's
Mhm,
in
yeah.
St. Louis, like in Earth City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually ever been to a Dave and Buster's before.
We had Andrea's birthday at a Dave and Buster's one time.
Yeah?
We ate dinner and then went and played games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have Mortal Kombat?
Not at the time.
Fuck it, I'm not going.
But
then.
at the time, though, that was the first time I'd ever played Fruit Ninja.
Oh yeah, Fruit Ninja's fun.
And it was on a great big widescreen TV.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
You could touch the TV.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was neat.
Yeah. The only games, well, I was addicted to the VR for a while.
Yeah.
The in-laws have the VR set back right now.
They took it back.
I'm going to steal it from them again
Right.
soon, though, when they're not expecting it. My high score...
Dave, why is this set all dripping wet? It's so gross.
I think my high score on the bowling game now is like 248.
Damn.
Yeah. But I found a trick, man. I don't
Yeah.
think I told you this. This is kind of cheating. It's not cheating, because if it was cheating,
Well.
then you wouldn't be able to do it, right? But I found out that you can stand on the right side of the lane and pick your ball up.
Okay.
And you take your hand, you hold it up like this.
Yes.
And you give it a flick. And you flick it down on the right side of the lane, and that creates a bunch of spin, so that by the time it gets to the end of the lane, it hits that sweet spot right in between the front pin and the second pin.
Right.
And dude, I get more strikes that way.
So
Now, but
there's
here's the deal though. If when I do it,
Mhm.
if I don't get a strike on that first roll, and I
Okay.
have to go for the spare, then I bowl the old school traditional way.
Okay.
Because the flicking thing only works if you're going after all 10
So I'm
pins.
like, okay, if you're going to go out there and bowl in real life, are you going to walk up and
Fuck
just like
no.
lick it?
Fuck no. I mean, I probably will just once.
That's
just
what
to
I was
see, right?
Because I think we had this conversation before. It was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm getting pretty good at this bowling game.
Yes, I am, man. Yes, I am. I'm telling you, man. The
We'll
next
kick
time
some ass in real life.
the next time I bowl in real life, I'm gonna get my high score for sure.
Here comes Dave with a unique fingering style.
Right. That's what she said.
So sorry. Oh,
That's his sixth
It's
gutter ball in a row.
It's a granny tooth. That's a granny tooth.
Somebody put it. What's the? Somebody put it. What do they put the little bumpers on the side?
Yeah, somebody get the bumpers blown up for this man. Have you ever done that? You ever gone to the bowling alley?
Oh yes.
And had the bumpers put up, and you were not with kids?
No.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Nice. So we went to, I think it was in a bowling alley in like Greenville, Illinois, and we were playing around, and they had like a lane all set up for kids, and they had the bumpers pulled out. It's like, we're going to go down there to 8.
Yeah.
But that's for kids. I know. Bowled the best game of my life down on 8.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, don't judge me. Ain't my fault that ball just ricocheted the whole way back and forth.
Okay, so do you count bowling as sporting?
Yeah, I can't bowl to save my life, man.
Well, you should.
So my whole deal with sports is like, I joke with dudes at work. They're like, well, don't you like sports? I'm like, no, man. Sports are proof that daddy don't like you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in my case, it's kind of how it was.
Yeah.
Shut up, sports are on. I want to watch TV. And I came around before the invention of the remote, right?
Yeah.
So before the universal remotes and remotes, like you had the console TV that pissed out, and then you bought another one and set it on top.
Oh, of course.
The console, the
Yeah.
console the tore up console tube.
Yeah.
Is now become furniture.
Now it's a TV stand.
Yeah, it's a TV stand.
Yeah. God.
And then I'd have to get up and change TV.
I came along right when the remote was hitting its
Oh,
stride,
yeah,
thankfully.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first wired VCR remote.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was a top loader at that. Like,
I don't remember any wired remotes.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Terrible. Terrible.
Scotty, you want to take a quick break?
Let's take a break, man.
Davy's got to pee, bro. Davy's got to pee.
Davy's got to pee. All right.
But I'm super excited for some cool down action.
Ooh, we're going to be,
cooling it down.
Cooling it down.
With the old 77.
Oh.
Did I hear Louis' voice there for just 1 second?
Was that it?
I thought I heard the grumble of Louis' voice.
Oh. With the old 77.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Louis. We're not there yet.
Bring it down, bro.
Save it, man. Save it. Yeah. So, anything else?
Back after this?
Back after this.
Bitches.
In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More has the widest variety of new and used music, carrying new and reissued vinyl, used CDs and cassette tapes. In business for over 20 years, offering the best variety and service we possibly can. In the year 2000, we started out as a little hole in the wall, and now In the Groove is a full-service record shop with thousands of records to choose from. Buying rock, jazz, R&B, soul, and blues records, 33s, 45s, and 78s. We also buy CDs and cassette tapes. We've been buying and selling since 2000. In the Groove is a one-stop shop for records, stereo equipment, CDs, and other fun oddities. 708 Jefferson Street, Jefferson City, Missouri. Give us a thumbs up and follow us on Facebook. In the Groove, Vinyl Records and More.
That's kind of funky, right?
I like it.
Welcome back to the old 77.
That's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
World. Also, we have this.
Cooling it down with the old 77.
Louis' voice goes perfectly with this song.
Right?
Doesn't it?
It's just so smooth.
It's so smooth. It's like a cool Colt 45 on a hot summer day with Billy D. Williams.
You know what, man? It just works every time.
We were talking about Billy D. Williams, you and me and your wife, before the show started.
Andrea said, I don't know who that is, because I said Lando Calrissian.
Yep, right.
Lando?
Yeah, I just know him as the Star Wars guy. I couldn't even tell you what his actual name on the show was, but I just, he was the guy that was in Star Wars.
He was a guy in Star Wars that had put his penis in anything.
He was just on one.
That guy was smooth.
Wasn't he just in the second one Star Wars movie?
No, it was in the third. The new trilogy, it would have been the third one, Rise of Skywalker. He was in it.
Well, I'm talking about in the original.
Oh, no, he was in the second and third one.
He was in the third one too?
Whenever they went to Cloud City, do you remember Cloud City? Where they put Han Solo in carbonite?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
So that was when Lando showed up.
Right.
Because he ran Cloud City.
I did finally watch the first episode of the Obi-Wan series.
Man, I don't understand the hate that thing's getting. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of hate.
I thought it was fantastic.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, you're a true Star Wars fan if you don't like it, I feel like.
Okay.
You know?
And the fact that you're super critical.
You just hate everything.
Yeah.
Star Wars fans are such assholes.
Yeah.
They can be. The fan base is so bad that they chase the creator off. Like he was like, I'm done. I'm going to sell it to this big mega corporation. Have at it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's saying something, man.
It is. Because
I just think people in general of anything that they're passionate about, like a sports team. I mean, that's another great example of sports fans are perpetually miserable people a lot of the time.
And see, that's what I don't understand, that passion.
Yeah.
Because if you go and you actually watch the Obi-Wan series, that passion was there from the beginning. They wrote that thing to totally. So now at the end of the series, it all makes sense going into A New Hope. Mm-hmm. When Obi-Wan, confronts Vader and Vader tells him, when last I met you, I was the pupil.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not. Now I'm the master. Well, there's a whole scene in this where he learns something, Now this is Vader, so in Obi-Wan, that's 10 years, I think it's 8 or 9 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
So after Vader he's been in the suit now for almost a decade.
Okay.
Okay, and he's got dudes a whole group of people, like they're fallen Jedi or they're Jedi from the temple, like younglings that they've raised, and they are now turned to the dark side hunting Jedi. They're called the Inquisitors. And they've got their own fortress, and they're badasses too in their own right. And so the Inquisitors, now by the time A New Hope comes around, which is Luke and old Obi-Wan and Vader on the Death Star, and it starts, help me Obi-Wan, the original film.
Right.
So by the time that comes around, there's no more Inquisitors left. They've all been taken out.
Okay.
So that'll give you an idea of kind of time frame where we're talking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's
really good. It's well done.
There's so many Star Wars movies and series now at this point that it's hard for the casual fan.
Oh, it is. It's hard. Well, I mean, now with Marvel doing the multiverse and shit.
Yeah, I don't even fuck with any of that shit either.
And Disney Plus, all the shows on Disney Plus that you've got to keep up with. You've got to do this. You've got to watch this over here, and you got to consume this, and you got to go out and buy the right cereal in order to get it. It's all messed up, man.
Yeah, it's stressful.
It can be.
That's why I just like to watch documentaries most of the time. You get one and you're done.
Dude, I watched this really. God, it was a train wreck. I couldn't stop watching it.
Yeah.
Called The Girl in the Picture on Netflix.
Yes, I have watched. That's a series.
Oh my
right?
God! No, it's just one. It's
just
one little documentary.
Okay, I've watched most of that. I think I fell asleep halfway through, but it was great.
You fell asleep in that? Wow.
It was late.
I'll give you that.
It's not because it wasn't good. It was great.
But that was messed up. So like the whole thing starts off with a girl like in Nevada, right? Like they find her on a country road, beaten half to death.
Yep.
They take her to the emergency room and admit her, trying to save her life.
Mm-hmm.
Unbeknownst to them, this old guy shows up, says he's her husband. They've got a kid together. They take the kid. The wife dies, but before she dies, they realize she's got a lot of like damage done. She's only 20, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He says she's a stripper. She's doing all this. Well, they talk to the girls at the strip club, and they've got a weird relationship. Come to find out, like then the kid gets kidnapped from his foster parents, and oh man, the guy, it only goes further downhill.
The guy that ends up being her that says he's her husband, he
kidnapped. No, he kidnapped her.
Yeah,
when she was a kid. So it all.
Oh, that's right. And
it all goes back to she was 20 when she died. Like in like the 50s or some shit, right? Like 56, 58.
Yeah.
He ended up getting out of jail because he went to jail for some kidnapping charge.
Right.
He met this gal whose husband went to Vietnam, and they had kids. So I guess it would have been in the 60s then. And from what I remember right, the husband went to Vietnam. Mom ended up like getting a parking ticket or something, and it was one too many, and she got arrested and spent the night in jail. And while she was in jail, this dude took off with her 3 daughters. She had 3 daughters, like 8, 7, and 6. The 7 and 8-year-old he killed, like put a bullet in the back of their head, buried them somewhere. And the youngest one he raised as his own. And I guess apparently from this documentary, like molested her every day of her life. Like friends would come over when they were in school and stuff. Like she was in school, got some big scholarship to like Virginia Tech or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like this dude took a full page ad out in the high school like yearbook. And one of the gals even made a good point. She was like, most parents are like, hey, it's a birth picture. They're little. They're playing in cake. This dude put in a glamour shot and was like, yeah, sexy, give him hell.
I remember
like, that's her dad.
Yeah, I remember that part.
And then another gal was like saying one time she was over hanging out at their house and like they had a mattress on the floor, and I guess he used to like just bottom her out on this mattress all the time. And like he come over one day or this gal come over one day and he was sleeping and she woke him up and he had a 45 under his pillow, and I guess like came out with the 45 and freaked her out, and then somehow later that night locked the door and I guess molested this gal right in front of the friend.
Fucked up, man.
Like the friend never said a word.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I just watched the Console Wars movie, so
Man, this got horrible. It was so bad.
maybe I'm glad I didn't finish it.
Like the end of it, they actually found out her real name because she didn't even have the proper name, and they
Right.
buried her.
right?
And,
Yeah,
and
did they just have the one name on her tombstone?
I think they
if I
had
remember correctly?
one name,
Yeah.
but at the end they gave her a whole new tombstone.
Yeah.
And they gave her the proper name and had a whole ceremony and everything. And the sad part about it, her real mom and her real dad were still alive.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Which I'm sure.
So they got closure, but like shit, man.
Yeah.
They saw maybe 6 years of their life.
Yeah.
You know.
And it did not end well.
No, none of it ended well. The whole thing didn't end well, and the way they caught the dude was like he went to jail for something. But the dude clearly kidnapped the other kid that she had when she died.
Yeah.
Because she had like a 10-year-old. David, I think was his name. And he fought in court to get this kid because the kid, they put him in the foster system. Well, they did a DNA check and they're not even related.
Yeah.
So every right was terminated on the spot. Well, like that night, the foster mom noticed a truck that was driving by. Well, it was this dude. And then one day the kid, like he rolled up in the school, grabbed the principal and was like, "You're going to help me take this kid or I'm going to shoot you right now." And the principal helped him. And so they tied the principal up like a couple miles down the road, left him outside. I guess he had pictures of a bunch of kids and shit that he duct taped underneath the car because they found all that later. All sorts of messed up stuff, dude.
God dang, man.
Like there's a trail of bodies at one point. They found out later that he killed that kid. But like I was saying, it all came to fruition because two hotshot FBI profilers got under the dude's skin, realized what made him tick, that he loved to talk about himself and like certain things were off topic, but they could steer him that way. And they totally got this guy to spill the beans on himself.
Nice.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I guess I need to finish it.
It was really a good watch, but damn, dude, it was depressing.
Very depressing. Yeah, nothing good happens.
No, nothing. Just when you thought it was at the bottom of the well, like another 10 feet of well opened up.
Almost like a Tiger King.
You know?
Right?
Just when you think you got done, here comes the little after hours segment and then season 2, and you're like, no, thank you.
Just when you think you've hit bottom.
You know, no, thank you.
Okay, dude. So we were talking off the air about the Georgia Guidestones.
Right.
You didn't know,
I'd
never
never
heard of these before.
Never.
So, for people listening that don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are, they are these things. It kind of looks like Stonehenge, sort of. It's these big, huge, giant stone structures. If you're watching us listening on Spotify, you can look on your screen right now.
So where is this exactly?
Somewhere in Georgia. I can't remember exactly where. Somewhere kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Like rural Georgia.
Yeah,
Okay,
I believe so. I think it might be like close to a highway, but I don't know. I can't remember. But so this thing kind of looks like a miniature Stonehenge, kind of these huge, concrete slabs.
Okay.
And there's this stuff written on each of these slabs, and there's like it's done in like 8 different languages. It's the same words, just in different languages. But like we were talking off the air, like one of the things on there is like, it
was like number 1, right?
The very first one, it was like, retain humanity at a level of 500 million.
It was like cap humanity.
No more than 500 million,
Yeah.
And so, and then there's like a bunch of other things on there too, but that one is the one that people, that's the one that the conspiracy theorists love, because then it turns into, they're trying to kill us. Good job, dude.
Excuse me,
I'm
man.
pretty sure my mic caught that.
Woo, I totally muted my mic on that
was
one.
Great.
Oh God.
So anyway, I learned about the Georgia Guideposts several years ago when I was balls deep into conspiracy theory stuff.
So is this something that's just allegedly just showed up overnight or something?
No, it was funded by some private citizens
But
with
why?
lots of money. It was all like done anonymously, like nobody really knows. And I should have Googled it beforehand so I could give you more information than that.
Yeah.
And we'll Google it, but here's the point though.
Okay.
Somebody blew them up the other night. They literally put an IED next to them and blew them up.
Do you have video of them blowing it up?
I do. Would you like to see it?
Hells yes. Boom. Now, how many of these are there?
It's just in this one spot.
So that's it. There's just one.
That's it.
Okay, I got you. And somebody
Somebody,
they're saying that's the somebody.
Yeah, somebody planted, an IED next to it.
Wow.
And then supposedly, well, not supposedly.
No, they allegedly.
Well, no, this is also, so after the person blew it up, they went and destroyed the rest of it because it was like, they said that it was like a safety thing. So they had to destroy the whole.
Oh, so they had to take the whole thing down.
They had to destroy the whole thing. Yeah.
So he didn't destroy it all, but he took a chunk of it out.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
He blew it up pretty nice.
He blew it up pretty good.
Blew it up pretty nice. So,
damn.
One of my conspiracy theory loving friends who has kind of gone off the deep end posted a thing about that and about how this is all part of God's plan and
God's plan.
Yada yada yada.
God's plan.
This person is, convinced that.
Oh, the rapture's here.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, man.
So let's talk about something a little more fun than the rapture.
Okay, all right.
Even though this isn't that fun either, it's fucking hot, Scott. Have you noticed it's hot? It's hot outside.
Dude, it's definitely swamp ass season out there. Talc up before you head out, y'all.
Great Britain just recently had their hottest day ever on record. I think it was 108 or something.
The only other hotter day was 18 something when the Thames dried up and it probably smelled like garbage and Sherlock Holmes puke.
But here's the deal, man. There's good news. There's good news. Even out of bad things, good things can happen. Okay. All right.
Hot London. Stinky.
British cinema chain offers redheads free tickets during heat wave.
Hey, now.
Showcase Cinemas made the gesture amid the extreme heat wave in Europe that has already led to hundreds of deaths. So I'm assuming that they're doing it for redheads because
the sunshine, come sit in the dark.
Yeah, baby. That's nice.
Yeah, because redheads burn.
Yeah, redheads do not do well in
no, they don't.
Extreme heat and sun, and so that it was a nice gesture from this cinema. It also was probably a numbers game for them because there's not a whole lot of gingers in the world.
I don't know. Well, probably there is.
You have to think they're becoming a dying breed, though.
I wouldn't think they are. They are in England. I think there's a lot of gingers over there.
Sure.
England, Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah.
Home.
Yeah. Don't see many of them in the
States. Don't see many here, though.
Yeah.
No.
Don't see many of them in the States.
I mean, you do.
You do, but you don't.
Right.
You know
They're
what I
more
mean?
brunette, not redhead.
Yeah.
They're probably brunette with red tendencies,
We had
maybe.
We had that one girl that used to work with us that had red hair.
Kindling.
Kendall, I think.
Kendall.
Yeah, Kendall.
Yeah, we had a couple Ks.
She was a genuine ginger.
She was,
She had the bright
She had
red
that
hair.
gorgeous bright red hair.
Yep. Yeah.
That you can't get in a bottle.
Pale skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a given. I find that shit hot. Pale skin girls. Like
Yeah.
my wife's a pale skin.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like tan better.
It doesn't bother me either or.
Yeah.
Man, I don't discriminate.
I don't really either.
Like my
But
lady's
if I had to-
big,
if I had to
like my
pick
lady's
one-
little. I just like them ladies.
Yeah.
I just like them ladies. I don't discriminate.
Oh.
Tan, dark, ginger, blue, I don't give a shit.
Women are nice. I enjoy
I'm that
it.
weird guy. I don't want things. I just want your time. Just spend some time with me. That's all I want.
You want an emotional connection.
I just want the experience. I want to steal that little bit of time. That's my love language. I just want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
I don't want shit. I don't want things. I don't
Yeah.
need any more stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Just time.
Stuff, man. Stuff is overrated.
It is, man, in the long run. And
Time is underrated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that until you're old.
Absolutely. It's the
You
one
know?
thing that you can't buy with money.
You're 100% right. And you
Yep.
can never get it back once it's gone.
Absolutely.
Okay,
so I got one more for you here,
what
buddy.
else you got? What's up with those two chicks? I see them all the time now.
It's
The
some-
conjoined twin girls.
Yeah, they have sad news. It's clickbait.
Hope it's all right.
It's an ad that I'm going to hit X on right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely.
and
You
hopefully-
imagine trying to hook up with two chicks like that in the same body?
Do you even say two chicks? Is it two chicks or one chick?
It's a good point, man. I
Right?
don't know.
That's a tough one.
I don't know.
It's two souls.
What if one of them really enjoys it in the rear and the other one hates it?
Well, it depends.
And
dude.
so while you're
Are you
pleased-
assuming? Are you
and
assuming?
so while you're pleasing one, the other one's just in pain the whole time.
Yeah.
Shut up, Cindy.
Are we assuming? Are we assuming
Me and Megan are having fun.
Are we assuming that she only has one ass?
Well, I mean, that chick that was up there, she's what, one person with like, the bifurcated head?
Yeah.
I feel like it's what's that toad or whatever, that thing that you had in class in 6th, 7th grade science class where you'd take the razor knife and split its head and it would it was a worm or whatever and it'd have two heads after that. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Or that's what she looks like.
My kids were watching a video on YouTube today that was all people that had weird like deformations and stuff.
Right.
And there was this one chick that was missing her middle finger.
I saw that girl.
Yeah.
And she had like literally penguin hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I guess 3.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was trippy.
That was wild.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. I'm trying to remember what some of the other ones were. Yeah, my kids get lost in the YouTube rabbit hole sometimes if I let them. Yeah,
100%.
I don't like them being on YouTube too much though.
No, I don't either. But my kids, they love the YouTube.
Yes, dude.
God, they love it.
Their dad loves the YouTube.
Well, that's the thing, man. I feel like that's what's coming up. It's going to be them watching other kids playing video games, not sports.
Oh, dude, we do a lot of that.
And I swear to God, if this ever happens in my house, I will kill that toilet hard.
Yeah?
If I find some iguana in my fucking shitter.
Here we go.
Hell no.
One station about what he says
Just
is
one.
becoming a common occurrence at his home.
Look at that
He found
thing.
an iguana in his toilet, and it is not the first time. Nope. 7's Brandon Beyer has this exclusive.
Damn it, Brandon. Flush the toilet.
Let's see.
Every time I walk into the restroom, I open the lid of the toilet with a certain amount of apprehension.
And who can blame him? For the 3rd time
Are
in
you
less
kidding
than
me?
a
I
year,
just piss
Bruce
on it.
Flyers found an iguana in his
Man,
toilet.
you're going to come up
This is
here,
twice
right?
In the last week. So it's
Piss on it and close the
happening
lid.
more and more.
Right.
At least he has Harold
Duct tape
Rondon
that
to
shit.
call,
Look
who
at the
makes
guy
a
he
living
called.
Removing iguanas.
One time it was funny, second
much money do
time
you think that guy
let's
gets
do
paid?
something, but now the third time,
First they covered
All the
the
money.
vent on the roof. Figured
Anything
that's
he
how they were
wants.
getting in.
Probably.
Now it's just
Anything
a
he
mystery.
wants.
we know it's
You
not
know,
the vent.
it's going to cost
He looked for
$60 an
open
hour.
sewer line
Okay.
around his house. He hasn't found one. So now we need to find out what's coming on before someone does get hurt.
Get
Because
out of
imagine
here.
sitting down on this.
You go into that bathroom.
Oh, get the hell
half
out of
asleep,
here.
sit
That
down,
thing
and
will bite
they
my
unfortunately
ass.
get
Do you think it's the same iguana that just keeps coming
Bruce
back?
says he'll take a close look every
Now
time.
that
nature
would be
calls.
hilarious.
He's also
The
You son of a
came
bitch,
back.
I'm biting your ass.
The iguana came back.
Look at that thing. I didn't know iguanas bit like that.
Oh, iguanas will fuck you up, dude.
Dude.
Iguanas will fuck you up.
I always, I worry here about rolling, half asleep into the bathroom. Because, man, I sleep buck naked. Don't break into my house. You're getting dick and balls in your face,
It's a good
in the middle of the
deterrent.
night.
It's a good deterrent.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Deters the wife, too. I'm just saying.
Good. That's what you want.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, that's what
I
you
can't
want.
sleep in clothes, though. It's too hot. Bugs me.
Yeah, I usually.
But I worry about sitting on the toilet and sitting on a spider of some sort.
Yeah.
You
a brown
know?
recluse, of course.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't typically sleep butt naked, but I have just recently taken to going commando just in my everyday life, and I like it.
Going everyday commando.
I mean, not every day, not all the time. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not commando right now.
I'm commando at the moment.
But like when especially like if I'm wearing shorts, usually
I can see that.
Usually
yeah.
I just go full on commando.
Right? I mean, that's what I'm doing now. I'm in
Yeah,
shorts. So.
Yeah. I wore long pants.
See that?
Only because I knew I was going to be in Scott's basement tonight.
Oh, it gets chilly down here.
Sometimes it gets chilly down here. We were talking off the air. I actually brought a hoodie tonight that is going, and I
like, we're going to just keep this here.
I haven't had to use it tonight, so I'm just saying.
Well, I've been keeping all the registers and the vents closed because we're in the basement. It's friggin' cold down here sometimes.
It's comfy tonight.
It is.
But for those nights when it's not, my little blue tie-dye hoodie is going to be here waiting for me. He's going to stay right here.
Good for him.
He's going to be a good boy.
He's gonna hang out here, tie-dye.
He's going to
hang out here.
He's going to always be on the ready. But then, when we get a gang of people in here,
oh yeah, it's going to be warm.
Then it gets a little toasty.
And speaking of, we've got a next couple weeks worth of shows for you coming up.
Yeah, so
we've got some good stuff on the way.
Yeah, let's talk about
that.
Let's,
Dave. Let's.
So
next week.
It's not next week at this point is not 100% official yet. It's
no.
It's a tentative
okay, so tentatively
type thing. But I think it's going to happen. My buddy Ethan Jones, he owns a shop in Columbia called Mind Right Wellness. and we've talked about him on the show before. He's a good dude. So Ethan's going to come on and talk to us and hang out with us. We'll talk about what he does for a living, and I'm sure we'll learn some things.
Oh yeah.
But we're also going to hang out. Biscuit Strength is going to be with us too. We're thinking, we're hoping. So that'll be fun. Biscuit and Ethan are actually friends as well. So they already know each other.
That's cool.
So
how do they know each other? They grow up together?
I don't know. I'm going to ask on the show.
Oh, all
I
right.
don't know the answer to that question.
I thought you knew.
I do not.
All right.
So
Eagle call.
He may have told me. Nice. You
Eagle
never know.
call for Biscuit.
Absolutely, America.
Man.
No, so that'll be a fun show.
Yeah,
man.
that'll be a great one.
We'll like I said, we'll learn some things, but we'll also have a great time.
Oh man, but I got to tell you, man, the one I'm excited coming up.
Yeah, the next one right after that.
The next week. We're just gonna meander into this one.
Okay.
Jeff City Paranormal Society.
Yeah. Woo!
So we're gonna have all of them back on. Absolutely.
That's
Sorry,
what we're trying.
I had to switch.
That's okay. The man with the buttons over there. I could have been over here, you know.
I think you have the same buttons though, to be honest.
But you got like 20.
Yeah.
You show off?
I do have more.
You got more
But
buttons.
mine are mainly, I'm gonna start using mine, I think, for OBS stuff, for recording.
Yeah.
So I can switch through.
Yeah.
Because right now I have it just where I can move over to your screen. Oh, hey, what's Dave looking at over there?
Yeah.
A man with an iguana in his John.
Let me close the porn.
Hey, what's Scott got over here? Absolutely nothing. Hey, what's scene one? Let's go back to it. All right. Hey, how are you? What's going on?
Oh.
So there you go. I can do all that with just, doot, doot, doot. And then if I wanted to, I could do one that goes straight to the close, where we would fade out and have the cover slide come up and things.
You excited about our paranormal friends coming back on the show?
I'm excited for a paranormal episode. I've been wanting to get weird for a while.
We haven't had one of those
in a
while.
And I've been really itching to do our Halloween episode. I've been doing like some graphics and building graphics and stuff for that.
Awesome. I'm sure I have some ideas for that one.
Yeah, I do too. I'd like to actually get somebody, like with a good set of pipes to just come in and be like Snoop's blunt roller, like, hey, here's a story, read this one. And be in the day, go to town.
Mo Lewis could do that.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Have like a flashlight under their chin or something,
Absolutely.
Like back in the day. I think that'd be great.
Mo would probably do it for us.
I'd love to do some kind of eventy type thing.
Mo is a friend of the show, and if you're listening to us from mid-Missouri, you probably recognize Mo's voice because he's on BXR.
Yep, he's a morning show on BXR.
Morning. Yeah, you also might recognize him on...
I hear him on a slew of ads, too.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of ads.
Yep.
He's on sports radio. Of course, that's how we know him.
Yep.
We both work in sports radio. But he's got a great voice, man. He's got some great pipes. He's got that real gravelly low voice.
He's got your classic radio,
He's the one that I tapped to do the VO work for the stuff I did for our buddy JT at the Paranormal Son. And, I just gave him a few little phrases to say, and he shot it
just
back
nailed
to me pretty
it,
quick. And he did each of them in a different voice,
that reminds me, I need to reach out and purchase a digital copy of the Soul Graffiti from Worthy Pictures that has...
That's right, it's available now.
It's available now. That has Mo Lewis in it. Mo is in that movie.
Yes, he is.
Him and his wife, if I remember right.
Yep.
And they killed it.
Absolutely.
They killed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mo's been in some of Jet's other stuff too, I believe.
That's one of the things I was really surprised at when we moved here to Jeff City is how much of an artsy community it is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artists here. There's a lot of people with artistic, like just crazy amounts of artistic talent in this town. And we don't do anything with it.
We've gotten better in recent years. I mean, I will say that
it's gotten better since I've been here. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, so here's one thing recently that's been great is the new amphitheater at Riverside Park.
Right.
They've been getting some big acts, man.
They just had Aaron Lewis. They're getting it just went on sale the other day. I think it's in October.
Mm-hmm.
I believe late October. It's going to be Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're going to watch the movie with the stars. Napoleon's going to be there, Pedro and Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
So they're all going to be, at the amphitheater watching it.
Yeah.
I saw yesterday, though, that just up the road in Ashland, they're building like a drive-in movie theater up there / amphitheater / whatever.
Awesome.
But that, man, they had a great big screen. They were showing video from it, day and night viewings to like check it out.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be amazing when they get that done up there.
Do you have any are there any venues, music venues that you've not been to that you would love to go to? Like for me, Red Rocks comes first to mind.
I don't have anything in mind.
Yeah.
I
would love to catch a show at Red Rocks.
Honestly, for me, music has taken a back seat since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go to that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just listen to it on a CD or on a recording. Like personally, that's just me. I have no desire to go out and see live music. Wow. And I just went to Memphis.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And the live music there was good. I was on Beale, don't get me wrong, but
what did the pandemic have to do with that?
It made me step back and realize that I don't need to just cram myself into a place that has some dude on a guitar just for the sake of the music.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be around that many people anymore.
I generally don't either.
It was nice, like, not going out. It was nice when Walmart closed. Walmart closes now.
Yeah, right.
They're not open past midnight.
Right.
I went to Walmart the other day after work. It was like, 2 a.m, like thinking they'd be open. And no.
I did that recently.
Walmart's
too.
not open anymore.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I did that recently too, man.
So long, 24-hour world. We're back to 12 hours now.
I'm okay with that.
I am too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Taco Bell at 2 a.m. is nice.
It sounds like a good idea.
What?
Taco Bell at 2 a.m.
Oh,
That
yes.
sounds like a good idea, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. We just got
4 a.m. tells you that.
For sure, yeah. We got a Taco Bell in Holt Summit. And
how's that treating you?
I've eaten there a few times.
Yeah?
Haven't had any,
how's the Blue Taco taking it?
Big blowout. How's the Blue Taco taking it? I don't know, man.
Have you eaten there any?
Honestly, I never see cars at the Blue Taco. Never saw cars there before Taco Bell came into town. Now
Yeah.
I've eaten there a few times, and
I wonder.
And it's been good.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
their whole jam is blue corn tortilla chips, right?
Yeah.
Like everything tortilla it's all made of blue maize.
Yeah, and you can go there and get actual tacos, or you can get like a taco bowl. It's a very simple menu. Like it's a very easy to understand menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it like Mexican Subway?
Yeah,
you get this, and this, and then here's all the ingredients.
Kind of, but it's even less options than Subway.
Oh,
yeah.
shit!
It's pretty. It's like
suddenly I'm understanding why there's not too many cars at the Blue Taco.
I don't know, man.
Okay, let me ask you this: when you're driving down the road and you're hungry, and you see this restaurant, right? And it's in the middle of an hour that people should be, eating, and there's no one there. Do you stop and eat?
Generally, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bad idea. Like if there's no one there and it should be busy.
Yeah.
That's telling you something.
Yeah, I think that's generally a good rule of thumb.
Good rule of thumb.
Yeah. Now you were talking about not wanting to go, see live music because of all the people. I'm that way about going to restaurants.
Well, I'm that way about movies too.
I do not like going to restaurants and like sitting down and eating with
right.
people. And that also has to do with my past health issues too.
I'm just tired of people.
I kind of am too.
Yeah, kind
of am too.
It was nice being separated during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I made the comment the other day. I was like, God, I miss being, in the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah. Us fucking sick-minded introverts.
Dude, I was totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, I had no problem hanging out at home all the time.
I was pretty much fine with it myself,
Did not
too.
lose my mind.
Yeah. No, But it is true. Like social isolation.
Oh, that's a thing.
I can't
Absolutely.
say the word. Social isolation is not a good thing, generally speaking.
Oh, it's the social isolation
for the brain. It's not a good idea.
No. Well, I mean, look at your grandma and grandpas and older folks that sit at home and don't have anyone.
Mm-hmm.
They decline fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
When I remember, man, I'll never forget when we took our last trip to Colorado. Our dog Taylor that we just put down a few weeks ago. She was my best dog I've ever had.
How old was she? 14?
No, she was 13, I think, or just about to turn 13, I want to say. But when we went to Colorado, because she could not control her bodily functions,
that's when you know, man.
We had her stay in our garage while we were in Colorado. And we had potty pads and stuff out there, and my mom or my in-laws would come over and check on her from time to time, but she was not in the house. And dude, I remember like when we came back from Colorado, we were gone for about a week. When I went into the garage to go get her out of there, man, when we first came home, like you could just see it in her eyes, man. Like she was very, very distant.
In and out.
She looked like she wouldn't have probably lasted much longer had we not come home. But then like after we got home,
she popped back up.
Within a day, she lost the haze out of her eyes, and she, went back to normal for the most part,
Maybe she was afraid you guys were gone.
That's what I was
we've got the little psycho upstairs, Chi-Chi, little Chihuahua. And like, so all of our dogs came from the shelter. So all our dogs are shelter dogs, came from the Jeff City shelter. That's why when we went to Last Flight and sold merch, all that merch money went to the Jeff City Animal Shelter because of our dogs.
Yeah.
Cheech, you can tell she's had issues. Like it took her 2 years to warm up to me.
Yeah.
We're just now buddies.
Yeah.
Like before she wouldn't look at me. Andrea is her person, so she will follow her around like a little puppy.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But like you can tell kids were a problem. Men were a problem. I think she'd been kicked a couple times.
Yeah.
And she's got her triggers still. I think at a couple of points in her life, like when she was on the streets, because she was for a bit, I think she had to fight for food.
Yeah.
And so like we feed separate, but together.
Yeah.
And boy, she will just lunge at the other dogs, and they just look at her like, "Are you kidding me?" She'll come right at them, boy.
Now, are you sure it's not just because she's an asshole?
No, it's. I'm pretty sure it's both.
Yeah.
But you're right. She's 100% an asshole.
Those little dogs, man.
We got her from the shelter, and they named her Tinkerbell. We changed it to Rosie, but then one day we were eating I think it was pork rinds, and somebody called her a spicy chicharrone. And so we just shortened it to Cheech. And oh my God, it made it. It just fits.
Yeah.
Never has a name so accurately fit this dog.
Yeah. So is that all you guys call her
and
now?
So we just call her Cheech.
You never call her Rosie
If
anymore?
she's in trouble, I call her Rosie. And boy, she pumps up and runs in the house.
Does she still think of that as her name?
She must, because she recognizes it.
Yeah. How long was she Rosie before she turned into Cheech?
A little under a year, maybe.
Okay. So she had time.
She had plenty of time.
Yeah. Was she potty trained and all that whenever?
Yeah, for the most part.
Her? Yeah.
But I know I've said this before. I've coined a whole new term with this dog. So when she first showed up, she was so nervous. And that's just the breed. It takes them forever to get used to you, to get used to routine and things.
Right.
And Rosie Cheech, she would like look at you. She'd look you in the eye, man, and she would walk by like out the side, right? Oh. And she just like a goat just dropped turds off as she was looking at you. And then she'd just keep walking. Like she'd look you in the eye, shit while she was still walking, and then walk off. I called it a drive-by cheechin'.
I wish I could do that.
Like she'd be like, "Oh shit, oh I'm out of here."
Sorry guys, I gotta go.
And it's funny because anytime I talk about Cheech, it's "Oh shit, man, fuck you, I am feminine." She's got the Cheech voice every time.
She loves me. I know that much.
Oh yeah.
Every time I come in the house or leave the house.
Anybody for that matter.
She gets me when I'm coming or going.
Woo.
Doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, she's just an asshole. And then the others, I swear to God, Sophia, she hates everyone too, but she's okay with it for the most part. Maggie, though, if someone's breaking in to rob us blind, Mags is helping them.
Oh, dude. She's the sweetest.
Hi, I'm Maggie. What's going on?
You know how I feel about
Let's
Maggie.
rob this bitch.
Yeah.
You know, she's great. She's a dumbass right now because she keeps going out and getting. We have stick tights in our fence line.
Yes.
And she keeps getting them in her face.
Yeah. She's got that kind of hair.
So we shaved her face.
Shave your face with some mace in the dark?
That's all we did. We shaved Maggie's face. So she looks like a Frankenstein monster.
She's still cute, though, man.
Oh, she's great. Love the dog.
She's so cute.
Love the dog.
Dude.
Brother, man, it's been a great show. You ready to wrap this one up?
Yeah. You want to do some
Let's
quickie,
do some after
quickie
hours.
after hours after this?
We'll keep the party going at after hours.
Man, let's do it.
And that's solely for our Patreon patrons. So big ups to you guys. Sir Biscuit Strength.
Yeah.
Jamie and Ben from In the Groove Records.
Friends of the show.
The Jeff City Paranormal Society going to be on in just a couple weeks on the show here coming on. The girls are coming, right?
I believe so.
We're going to see some weird shit.
That's the plan.
Also, Dub IZ and the fam.
Who we thought might come by tonight. But
He might have showed up. He might not. He's been having some car issues lately. That's all right.
Damn it. Yeah,
That's
no,
all
it's
right.
okay.
That happens, bro.
It
That
does
happens.
happen. It does happen.
So thanks to them and thanks to JT and the Paranormal Son. All
That's
the way
right.
in Auckland, New Zealand. JT not feeling too well lately.
Yeah, that fucking COVID booster shot.
He got the booster and it
kicked his ass.
knocked his ass in the dirt, man.
Kicked his ass, man. But I
Is
think
he a Kiwi now? I don't know. Has he been there long enough to be a Kiwi? It
know.
knocked his Kiwi ass in the dirt.
Knocked his kiwis almost plumb off, right?
I see what you did
See what
there.
I
I
did there?
see what you did there. Gonna take them Kiwis to the farmer's market.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna have JT back on the show sometime soon as well, man.
Right,
It's been a while
absolutely.
since we've zoomed into him, so
Yeah,
we need to
man.
do
I
that
haven't
again
talked to
soon.
that guy in a bit. It's been a while. We need to catch up.
Time for y'all to catch up, man.
Totally.
All right, brother, man.
All right, let's do this, man.
It's been a fun one.
Hey, we're going to be over at patreon.com/the old 77 podcast for after hours. If you're a member, we're going to keep the party going. Until then, see you guys next week.
For a transcript of the old 77 podcast, write down everything the boys say.